Hello and welcome to Cricket Predicta, powered by 1xBet. I am Anand Kaur, bringing you the latest and most exciting updates from the world of cricket. IPL 2025 is surely heating up, and we are going to bring you all the action today. We are in the final stretch of IPL 2025, but the passion for the game still running high. Tuesday evening at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi had something special in store. Two heavyweights, Rajasthan Royals and Chennai Super Kings, were already out of the playoff race, but what we saw on the field was nothing short of inspiring. Pride, passion, and a whole lot of heart. Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Sanju Samson stitched together a brilliant partnership over 90 runs that powered Rajasthan to a convincing 6-wicket win over Chennai. Chennai had put up 187 runs on the board, but Rajasthan chased it down in just 17.1 overs. A statement win, even if it came late. Yes, both teams are out of contention, but for the fans, this match was a gift, a reminder of why we love this game. And now, all eyes are on the big one. Delhi Capitals versus Mumbai Indians at the Wankhede Stadium. Hardik Pandya's Mumbai Indians are still alive in the playoff race. If they win tonight, they seal their spot with 16 points. But for Delhi Capitals, it's do or a die. A loss tonight and it's curtains on their IPL 2025 journey. Gujarat Titans, Royal Challengers Bangalore and Punjab Kings have already booked their tickets to the playoffs. Only one spot remains and a straight shootout between Delhi and Mumbai, that's what it is. And to discuss about this, we have our special guest today. We have former Zimbabwe cricketer Stanley Chioza and former Zimbabwe cricketer as well, John Neumbu. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining in. IPL is heating up. And John, how are you doing today in this all heated environment?
Good morning. Thank you very much once again for having me on your show. I mean, IPL this season is the gift that keeps on giving. We had yesterday a game that had no significance on anything that's happening in the IPL, like qualification-wise, but we still got a good game. And today, we've got another one that has got significance in qualifying for playoffs, and I'm sure that we're still going to get a good game as well.
Yes, we are expecting a really good game. And Stanley, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'll tell you what, it's been an interesting affair with regards to how things have gone about this year's IPL. You know, basically what it has come to, it's pretty much for any team to be in the safe zone, you need to at least win 8 matches. That's what it's come to. Because even 14 points, 15 points was never enough. 16 points is pretty much safe haven for the number 4 spot. So that's the quality and the caliber we've seen, the raised competition, as it were, with the teams at the top. But then again, it's a painful and a harsh reality, a painful lesson for those that are missing out.
Yeah, but today we will see one more reality coming up. Who takes the top? Who takes the final 4th spot, Delhi or Mumbai? And Stanley, Delhi has a negative net run rate despite decent middle and death over numbers. But what does this say about their inconsistency across phases, especially in the power play?
Their power play has not been good. That's one thing that's for sure. First of all, Jake Fraser-McGurk has just been a pale shadow of his former self, especially when you look at how he went about things last season. He's just not been able to reciprocate and or produce the results that we've known him to become well acquainted with. And then, of course, the injury to Faf du Plessis, that meant every now and then they've had to tinker around with their players and tactical aspirations at the top. They've not had a good start. And then when you go into that middle order, when you look at KL Rahul, how he's had to play an anchoring role. That's not his natural style of play. KL Rahul, he's an X factor, but he's had to change and adapt his game to suit the needs of the team and play a pretty much elongated performance, which is not his style. So hence, when you come in, they've had probably a few near misses, and then again, that's how things go, and then that brings about that net run rate. The resources that they've had, they've not been able to capitalize at their full maximum and full potential with regards to the bat.
Yeah, and that too. And Stanley, is this also one of the factors that they have tried so many opening combinations, more than 6 so far?
There you go. That number speaks for itself. So every now and then, they've been trying to rectify that problem. They didn't want to leave it for too late, but then again, they still could not find the rhythm. They still could not find the suitable personnel to fill in that. But then again, now if you look at it, the man himself, KL Rahul, the sort of player he is put up his hand and asked for that opening spot, and there you go, fantastic 100. That is the player he is. He's one of their best players, and in a scenario like this, the equation does not change when it comes to T20 cricket. Your best players should be facing the the most number of deliveries. He's a top of the order batsman. He's not an anchor. He's not a finisher. He's an X-factor player.
Yeah, and we definitely saw that X factor, and we'll be hoping that today it as well. John, Mumbai Indians boast the best net run rate and the highest net boundary percentage. So, is this a sign of superior intent or execution across the 20 overs, especially since the time they have been winning, especially the sixth match on the trot?
Yes, Mumbai Indians are fortunate to have different quality personnel. In every phase of the game. They've got your Rohit Sharma at the top, who go all guns blazing and give them a good start. Ryan Rickleton as well came into his own this season and is giving them good starts. And then you've got your Surya Kumar Yadav. He's sort of like a KL Rahul player, but one who fits in the middle order, and he can take the game to the opposition. And then their bowling as well. They've got this experienced and seasoned campaigners who have gelled well in their game this season. I mean, they didn't start off well, but then, funny enough, their resurgence started against Delhi. And then ever since, they've won every single game, and that team has gelled well to be able to put themselves in this position where they only need one game to get to to secure that playoff spot.
Yeah, and that definitely we are looking forward to that. If they get that spot, it will be amazing, especially their performance going on. And one more thing, John, as Stanley said, that KL Rahul also adapts very well to the role. So KL Rahul has the highest average for DC and a death strike rate of over 200. So is this a role more of an anchor or finisher this season for KL Rahul?
No, I think at the top is the best for him, like what Stanley said, the type of player that he is. And also stats-wise, he has got is a good matchup for them against Jasprit Bumrah, against Deepak Chahar, against Trent Boult. Those are the three bowlers that usually set the tone for Mumbai Indians. And if he can bat and face them with the success that he's had over them in the past, it will also give a little bit of confidence for the other players to be able to say, okay, we've had a good start. KL Rahul, our best player, is still batting, and they can try and capitalize. And hopefully, with the way that he's been playing and the form that he's in, he will still be there at the death again to be able to play that similar role at the death and score the runs for the team.
Yeah, and talking about capitalizing, we know how Surya Kumar Yadav capitalizes things very well. And Stanley, Surya Kumar Yadav with scoring at 170 plus across phases and peaking at 239 in overs 15 and 16, the strike rate. How does he challenge the traditional T20 batting templates we've been seeing so far?
With regards to Surya Kumar Yadav, Anand, there's no templates to follow. He's a man of his own. He's a beast. He does things the way he sees them fit. And I'll tell you what, he does it well in terms of the fact that he's a difficult customer to bowl to. You can come with plans on a day for Surya Kumar Yadav. He does something totally different. So with that line of factor, I think he's probably the reason why Mumbai Indians are in the position that they are in. What he has done very well, he's come in, he scored very quickly, which is exactly what I expect of a player of KL Rahul's template as well. He does the job, he gets the job, he scores quickly, the strike rate is always up there. I mean, look at the number of innings that way he's gone past the 25 mark. 12 already. Only one person, Timber Bavuma, has 13 and is not even in the IPL. So there you go. He scores consistently at a very fantastic strike rate, and when you're a player of that caliber, you do so in the middle when the field is spread. That is something special. That's the X factor aspect we're talking about.
Yeah, and that X factor we've definitely been seeing so far. And now we come up to the X factor who has the most, that is Jasprit Bumrah. And John, Jasprit Bumrah's ER of 6.69 and dot ball percentage makes him the most effective bowler in the league. How does this versatility come across all phases, and he redefines pace bowling? Because as we saw when before him Mumbai Indians was not performing well, and after he made the comeback in the team, they are just flying high.
Jasprit Bumrah is the ultimate X factor bowling wise. I mean, his same potency is there T20 cricket, same potency Test cricket, same potency 50 over cricket. I mean, it's the ability for him to bowl at that pace, for him to be able to swing the ball and be accurate in doing all that. Also being able to bowl a bumper, being able to bowl Yorkers. I mean, He's just got the whole array of a fast bowler. And being able to use it at the right times as well. Also doing that, he's taking wickets and not going for runs. So Jasprit Bumrah for Mumbai Indians is very, very important, and he wins them games with the ball, which very rarely happens in this shorter version cricket. We always talk about explosiveness of batters, but Jasprit Bumrah epitomizes a true X-factor bowling-wise, because he fits into all those phases. He can bowl at the top, he can come in the middle, bowl dot balls and get you a wicket, and then he can come in at the death overs again, be as effective runs-wise, not conceding, and still get you the wickets. And that's why Mumbai Indians, the resurgence started when he came back from injury, and he just fit in like a hand in glove for them, and it's worked well for them.
Yeah, and today also we'll be looking forward to that Jasprit Bumrah magic. And Stanley, now from one magic to another, does Delhi have that firepower, especially, their finishing firepower when you see Stubbs, Ashutosh and Akshar, to enough cover the weak starts, because they have been scoring 11.45 at the death and concede at 2.61?
Well, at the end of the day, you have to look at it in the context of the match, in terms of how many runs short are we with regards to the bat. And we all know, I think this season there have been plenty runs short, especially with regards to how they've had poor starts, and then how they've had to play more of a recuperation role with regards to the middle periods. They've finished off well, there's no two ways about it, but could they have started better? Could they have pushed harder in the middle period? Now, one thing about phases is that each phase complements the other. When you start off well, you're looking to push harder through the middle periods. Why? And then you push further harder as you finish off. With your inability to start off well means you're going to have a more slow middle period. And if you look at a T20 cricket, a lot of matches are lost in that middle period. A lot of matches are also won in that middle period. Hence the importance of the batsmen that come in that middle period. So the start is key, but if they've not been able to get a good start, it's very good. It's very bad. I beg your pardon. It's very difficult to say we've had a good finish. Okay, but it all now depends on how much runs are you short with the bat.
Yeah, and that is what will be looked upon, especially today, considering what Delhi Capital's form is. If the top order works, and does their middle also go along with that? And now, John, MI concedes just 8.8 runs per over to pace and 8.39 to spin, the best in the league. So, what are they doing differently in terms of the field settings and phase-wise bowling deployment since they have started winning?
You can see the bowling composition has got a lot of experience. It's got a lot of guys that have done well in the IPL for such a long time. Jasprit Bumrah is just special. Trent Boult, Deepak Chahar. You've even got the Mitchell Santner as well. Very underrated, but does a lot of work in the middle. As Stan says, a lot of T20 games are won in the middle phase, and he can able to control that middle phase. And then with that, we know that wickets peg back the run rate, and then they've got a bowler who can able to take wickets and be able to be expensive in that regard as well. So they've got all those little fundamentals in them to be able to match up every situation that is thrown to them, and to match it up very well by doing that. So they set it up at the top. They've got their spinner Mitch Santner, who will come and hold it up in the middle, and then they can get a little bit more expensive in the middle because they've had a good start and someone to hold it in there, and then the other persons can come and actually get wickets, and then Bumrah yet again will come back at the death and be very effective. So all that pegs that net run rate, and also being able to take the wickets.
Yeah, and going by what you said, it definitely seems like Mumbai Indians surely has a very big upper hand. And Stanley, now if you look at how Mumbai Indians lower order is performing, Namandir has come out very well. Namandir's strike rate 233 in power play and 200 in death suggests explosive starts and finishes. So could MI use him more flexibly rather than as a fixed lower middle order option?
Well, I think for when you have a batsman of that caliber, he can be a floater. He's that sort of person where if you have a good start, you can push him up the order. Or if things are going slightly not according to plan, you can just hold him back and then let him do the finishing job. So it's always good to have that versatility kind of player within your ranks. But up and above that, when you look at that batting lineup of Mumbai Indians, it's quite solid, and you don't really want to tinker with what's happening a lot. I mean, it's been going well, except obviously their last match in which they lost. So the versatility is there with Namandir, but then again, it's the versatility is within a well set batting lineup.
Yeah, and from one who have a great batting lineup, we come up to Delhi Capitals. John Faf, du Plessis and Jake Fraser-McGurk have struggled. You've seen their strike rates. This has been 122.7 and 105.77. So should DC consider benching one of them for someone like Samir Rizvi, despite the limited exposure he had so far in the league?
I think in a game like this, that is like a final to them. You'd like to trust your season campaigners. Faf is a well-decorated IPL batter. He's a leader. He's an accomplished batter. He's won the IPL as well. So you'd want Faf to be in there, even though he's lacking a little bit of form, because there's that experience factor in him to have been able to have been in these situations more often than not, and he knows how to overcome them. So for me, I would pick Faf today just purely for that, because he has been there and he's done that, and with his experience, he will be able to not only with the batting wise, but as a leader in the field, to be able to calm some nerves when they need to be able to read the tempo of the game, how the game needs to go. So I think for me, they shouldn't tinker around with Faf and just back him a little bit more, especially in a game like this that is a must win.
So, John, do we see Faf and KL Rahul opening today?
I think that would be the best way to go. You want your best players facing the bulk of the overs. You want your best players setting the tone for the team, and hopefully, like, you know, we can make plans. We can do things as a team, but then the execution is key. So just back those two, your most experienced player, to go out there and execute on that day.
Yeah, and today also there'll be the team will be backing on Kuldeep Yadav. In turn, like Kuldeep Yadav's economy 6.98 and his middle overs control are a standout. And against MI spin hitters like Sky, Tilak, what will be like the best matchup zone, and where should he be brought so that they can just get them out as soon as possible?
Well, one thing is certain, I suppose for Kuldeep Yadav, the challenge will be the conditions. If you're playing at the Wankhede Stadium, you know it's a venue that really favors seam. You've got that pace, you've got that bounce, so you've got that swing as well. So I think today we're looking out more for seamers to do their job, and I think this is one area where Mumbai is quite strong with Deepak, with Trent Bolt, and then obviously the mystery of Bumrah. So for someone like a Kuldeep, he plays a massive role. I mean, that's a fantastic economy to have under 7 in a T20 tournament of this nature. But what it means is now how we believe go about things. Obviously, I think he'll be brought in and out. Obviously, more to do with matchups in terms of bowling, maybe perhaps more to right-handers, because I think at this sort of stage, on this surface, batters will look to take him on with the fact that he might not get a lot of assistance off the surface.
Yeah, and he will be one of the crucial bowlers Delhi Capitals will be looking out for. And for Mumbai Indians, John Hardik Pandya has 13 wickets but an economy rate of 16.2 at the death. So can Mumbai afford to bowl him late in the pressure situations, especially today when it's going to be a do and die situation?
Hardik Pandya was the name I was looking for earlier. Hardik Pandya is the one who has benefited from Bumrah, from Bolt, from Deepak Chahar, from Sadhna doing what they're doing, holding, and he can afford for them to go a little bit more on the expensive side. But as you can tell and as you can see, he's got 13 wickets, so which means he is a wicket taker. And in a setup like that, you want to get your wicket takers taking the wickets, not worried about the run rate, because like I said, wickets peg the runs, and you can see that Mumbai Indians are a good bowling unit, and Hardik Pandya fits in perfectly in that, because everyone else will be calm, but then he'll come all aggressive, all attacking, and does get the wicket. So the way that they've used him, and especially at the depth where people are looking to go at him, because a lot of teams will be behind the 8 ball, so they see him as like the weak link in the team, but in doing that, that's giving him an opportunity to get wickets for the team as well.
Yeah, and we'll definitely want to see the captain getting all the wickets. And Stanley, now where will today the game be won or lost? Because we've seen based on the phase-wise matchups, DC is weak in power play and MI is very strong in middle. So what is that X factor thing which will tilt the result today in Mumbai? And also especially considering the fact that it's rainy and we might expect some rain in Mumbai.
Well, it'll all come back once again to that middle order, because I think it's key for a team like Delhi, because they know the starts they've been having, and it's key that they have a good start. And like John, I think today it's key that someone like a Faf opens with KO Rahul. Hopefully they can cement that position, get them a good start. They know their middle order has been tempering, but you give them somewhat of a good start, and hopefully they can press on. They have no choice. They have to get it right today. But then again, when you look on the opposite side, Mumbai Indians, with someone like Surya Kumar Yadav, you know what to expect in that middle period. But then again, good starts, playing at home, you can expect the top order to go harder. But in so trying to do so, trying to get harder, they can just lose wickets as well. And hence again, that middle order then comes into the fore. So I think it's a question of the middle orders today, just how much on a good bowling surface can they get.
Yeah, and a quick prediction now, Stanley. Who is going to come out with a win today in the very crucial match?
Well, just like teams that have been knocked out in the IPL, this is one area I've really been struggling with. I think I'll go for Mumbai Indians. I think they're playing at home. They know the conditions well. They've got the bowling, they've got the batting set up for it, and I think they're a team obviously that well suited for the big tournament, for the big matches.
Okay, so we are 1-0 Mumbai Indians. And John, whom are you going to predict to win today?
When that Mumbai Indians juggernaut starts going, it's very difficult to stop. The form just shows us how they are, and for me as well, I'll think Mumbai Indians at this point in the season, where they know what's at stake, where they know that they're just an inch into the playoffs and they can cause destruction. I think for me, Mumbai Indians will win as well.
So let's see if Mumbai Indians win today and get that spot, or if DC wins, we have to wait for the another match. So thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining in and your insights and predictions. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching Cricket Predicta. We'll be again here with the new episode. You know where to tune in to watch your favorite show.